What you see on the screen is a small portion of a large casting in which we need to make an engineering change to. Right now there are 2 ribs, and we actually want 1 rib right down the center. And we're going to attempt to make this change in a popular CAD system. What I'm doing there is trying to delete the top rib, and we see that the rounds highlighted in green want to be deleted as well. So we're going to go back in and take a look at the rounds and see if we can figure out why it wants to delete those as well. And we look at the definition of the rounds highlighted in red. There's a bunch of edges that are associated with the top rib, so that's why it's failing. So let's go ahead and eliminate those areas from the definition. And also down here, right between the ribs at the peak, there's another one there. That's probably why it was another reason why it was failing. So let's go ahead and regenerate that again. And so now all those rounds are gone. And let's attempt a second time to get rid of that top rib. And again, it wants to delete down in the bottom rib the green edges, the green rounds. So looks like the reason why is because when that top rib goes away, right there, that round needs to extend a little bit farther. So it looks like we're probably going to have to go in and make another redefinition of the round right in that area, and actually we'll probably just get rid of it for now. So we'll edit the definition, eliminate that edge from the round definition, and then one more time let's try to delete that top rib. And now it goes ahead and deletes that, but however we have lost that round on that edge right there. So I'm going to redefine the round one more time and add that edge definition back in. So the second part of our challenge here is to take the existing rib that's left and rotate it up so it's right down the center at a 45-degree angle. So to do that, we'll just we'll pick on the rib and make a modification to the parameters that are actually driving the feature. So we'll see that we've got an angular dimension. We'll choose on that and make the appropriate modification to get that to be 45 degrees and regenerate to see the resultant geometry. And as we see here, it fails again. That round fails, and if we zoom out, pan down a little bit, you'll see that the definition of the rib has not really followed our design intent. So at this point, we'd probably suppress that rib or suppress the round, redefine the rib, turn the round back on, and then we'd have to redefine that again because the references would be missing. So it's a number of steps, and it probably would have been easier just to go ahead and delete all the stuff and just recreate that rib. However, there was a bunch of other features referencing these ribs, so we really couldn't do that in the current system. So what I really wanted to do is to see how we could make the same type of modification in SpaceClaim. So the first task, there's a couple of ways. There's a number of ways that this can be accomplished. One thing that's kind of neat, we can come in even on a very complex round like this cylindrical portion there and a spherical portion, and I can just say fill in that geometry. And you see the other rounds right next to it update. And now what I'm doing here is just splitting that surface on the top so that the top rib and the bottom rib are completely separate now. Now let's just go ahead and choose. We'll select that top rib, and I've got a couple extra surfaces I don't need, so we'll control select to turn those off. And now we just have selected in yellow the rib and the rounds. And again, we can use the fill command, and that completely gets rid of that top rib. So that's the first step done. Now the second step is that we need to modify the existing rib that's left to move it up to a 45-degree angle. So I'll just select on the rib itself, and then we want to rotate it about an edge, and I'll go ahead and choose that rotation center, and we'll use that one right there. And let's zoom out a little bit so we can kind of see what's happening. And as we rotate the rib, we'll see all the surfaces update, even the rounds move right along with it, even from the flat surface into the cylindrical surface. And now to get it exactly where I want, I can just type in the angular offset value, and now we have it exactly in the spot that we wanted.